Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Sophie, and this channel is chronicling my journey to get my life back after having been diagnosed with preload failure. So in today's video, I thought I would do a very quick update as to how I've been lately, and then talk about how I've been trying to turn this into a positive, or it's not such a negative, I guess is a better way of phrasing it. So for the past month and a half, I haven't really been going to the gym that much. I'm just really fatigued, my blood pressure's really low, my heart rate's really high. I can't seem to find the balance between sodium and fluid with the edema versus the preload failure, so I'm working on that and continually failing. I'm not sure what the solution is, but I'm still working on it. I think I've reached the point where I need to do more carbs and sodium over the weekend. I'm not sure yet. I'll see how I feel tomorrow. But yeah, one day I will get back to going to the gym 3 days a week. I was feeling a lot better then. I don't know if I forced myself if I would feel better. Maybe I'll give that a try, because I've tried going back and forth with the whole salt and carb thing, but that doesn't seem to be helping either. Anyway, so today I wanted to talk about how I've been trying to learn to listen to my body, which as a very type A personality, I didn't really used to do. If something was on the to-do list, it was going to get done regardless of whether or not my body told me it was tired or sore or what have you. So one thing I've been trying to do regarding listening to my body is sleep. So prior to being diagnosed with preload failure, I was told by my doctors to fight through the fatigue and to push through it, and that's what I would try to do. So that wasn't really working out that well, as I've talked about in previous videos. So now what I do when I start getting the urge to nap, I will nap. I do not normally try to fight it. The only exception to that is if it's sort of later in the afternoon or evening and I know it's going to mess up my sleep for that night. I will try to fight it for a little while, but if it becomes such that it's obvious my body needs sleep, I'll still go take a nap. Sometimes this means I'm up until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning because I didn't wake up until 6 or 7 p.m. from a nap, but it is what it is. I'm just trying to listen to my body more. Another thing I've been trying to do is learn to tell myself no. That's more when it comes to my to-do list, and I'll look at it and I'll be like, oh, I need to do X, Y, and Z. And instead of forcing myself, I'll be like, no, Sophie, you don't have to do that today. You don't have to do that right now. That's not important. And just sort of trying to listen to my body and whether or not it can actually do what I'm asking it to do when I'm asking it to do it. Sorry, I'm looking at notes. You're positioned off of my computer, so I gotta turn over here. One thing, back earlier before I was able to be active at all, people kept telling me, well, you just need to find a quiet hobby to do. And that was sort of annoying because I knew what I liked to do, and what I liked to do was be active. I liked going to the gym, I liked going for walks, I liked hiking, I liked lifting weights, I liked going to work, I liked doing all that stuff. And my brain fog was such at the time where I couldn't really even do quiet activities, so I couldn't concentrate enough to read, I couldn't really concentrate enough to watch YouTube videos or listen to podcasts or anything like that. But now with the oxygen, the Mestinon, the intermittent fasting, the low-carb diet, and everything, I'm able to do more in all areas of my life, not just mentally, but physically. So I have been able to find more quiet activities. I am able to read. I was a huge bookworm when I was younger. I loved reading. So for the first 3 months of the year, I've read 4 books every month. So far this month I've only read 1. I've started another one. It's a more thought-provoking book, so it's going slower. That's a non-fiction book. I've read a fiction book. I'll probably read another fiction book here soon. Maybe I'll start it this afternoon if I can't find anything else to do and I don't need another nap. But yeah, so I do read. I do watch YouTube videos. I normally don't watch long YouTube videos. I still have trouble with concentration. And if I listen to a podcast, I can't just listen to it. I normally need to also look at the words, so I'll turn on closed captioning, which I've never had to do before and is really annoying, so I can't really multitask. If I have a podcast in the background, I can't really pay attention to it if I'm doing anything else. I just basically forced myself. This was not listening to my body. I should not have, but I really needed to mop and sweep the kitchen and living room. It was way overdue. So I just did that, and I didn't even try to listen to a podcast while I was doing it because I know I can't focus. I will have no idea what's going on. And I will have to re-listen to it when I can sit down at the computer with closed captioning. Or just sit and stare at the computer, so I'm not surfing the web, I'm not journaling, I'm not doing anything else. I'm just paying attention to the podcast. And even then, my mind still wanders, so focus isn't the greatest still, but it's a lot better than it was. So I will take it. Other activities, I've shown you the bead animals, which I haven't done in a while, just because for whatever reason my arms have been really fatigued lately, even just like washing my hair, brushing my hair, brushing my teeth, like my arms are just fatigued. So I haven't done bead animals in a while. I do want to get back to that. I do have new designs that I found off of Google I want to try. And also coloring, which I did do while I was in the Poconos, but again, arm fatigue. I always have to think, what am I going to need to use my arms for tomorrow or the next couple days? Do I really want to do that right now? Body work. So what I mean by this is foam rolling. You can see my foam roller, one of them. I can't point. There we go. Over there, that's my little one. I have a longer one that's the same type. I have a small ball that's spiky for my foot. I have a lacrosse ball for my shins. So just working on trying to relax my muscles because I'm always holding a lot of tension in my muscles, probably due to the PTSD that I have. So I also get massages every month, which I have been noticing kind of make me crash the next day, and I always sort of forget why I'm feeling so bad and trying to figure out what I did, but I think it's just the recovery after the massage. I'm super fatigued the next day, and I need a lot of extra sleep. Stretching, doing something with an exercise band called flossing, which is sort of getting exercise band like in the joint capsule and moving it throughout the range of motion, just really trying to lubricate the joints. Making sure my balance is good. My balance on my right leg is much worse than on my left. Just sort of working on all the little things that don't take a lot of energy, but will hopefully give a lot in return if I can sort of get my body to function better as a whole, get my balance better, get better mobility in all of my joints, and just sort of focus on the small things, since currently going to the gym and lifting weights and doing cardio isn't really happening. Just trying to focus more on the little small muscles and what I can do basically from a more seated position. I've talked about in other videos food choices. I know carbohydrates make me feel like crap. I try not to eat them that often. When I do eat them, I know I'm going to pay the price for the next couple days, so I plan for that. I make sure it's over the weekend so I don't have any appointments. I don't need to leave the house. Stuff like that, but really just trying to listen to my body when I'm foam rolling, really trying to figure out, like, do I need to work more on this area? Is this tight? When I'm stretching, the same thing. Like, do I need to spend more time on a certain side of my body than the other? The answer is yes. Just really trying to listen to my body and take time to go back to the very basics, work on balance, work on joint stability, mobility, and not so much worrying about going to the gym and bench pressing or deadlifting or doing anything fancy like that, because right now I just can't, and that has to be okay for right now. Like I said at the beginning, I'm working on this fluid thing, sodium thing. My blood pressure's been super low lately. I've been having a lot of trouble when I first get out of bed, and even when I'm seated for a while, when getting up, really lightheaded. I don't know. The doctors just tell me it's a balancing act. I'm working on finding the balance. It's just not there yet. But I didn't want to not have a video this week, and I'm sorry it's a longer one. But that's just sort of what I'm trying to do behind the scenes since I'm not going to the gym. And maybe in an upcoming video, if I feel up to it, I will record some of what I do for all of these things and share that in case it will help some of you think of some ways you can listen to your body more and sort of get it ready for when you are able to do more active things like walking or something like that. Anyway, that is going to be it for this video. My face is tingling and my eyes are starting to twitch, so I need a break. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.